Absolutely. This is it. This is the big one, people. This is the biggest historical derby in football history, and MUFC Realist TV is covering this. It is the pre-kickoff. It's the fixture that I am personally looking for every time the season fixtures are being released. This is just more than a derby for me personally, and for many other Manchester United fans and Liverpool fans, of course. This is the war. This is a bloodbath. This is the bragging rights. And we're talking, of course, Manchester United versus Liverpool. And today is the Battle of Anfield. And I got to tell you, I have scintillating guests coming in. Let me start with a special guest, David Lavelle, who is a football agent, but he's also today a Liverpool supporter. David, welcome to the show. How are you? How are you feeling?
How are you keeping? I'm good. Thank you very much. Looking forward to a good game this afternoon. So let's see how it pans out.
100%. I talk to you later in a bit. Also, adding to the stream, a premier debut to our starting 11, Eddy's Football Waffle. Eddy, nice to have you on the show. How are you doing? How gassed are you today? How pumped are you? Talk to me.
I'm pumped, especially that we got Varane in there. I know we're going to go through the team news, but that was a little bit of an injury scare there. But anyway,
I haven't seen it yet.
Thanks for inviting me on, and yeah, man, can't wait to get into it, man. I'm buzzing.
Anytime. And what would I be without my sidekick, Mr. Vice Captain Phil Standish? Phil Standish,
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? All excited? I cannot wait for this game. 1 hour to go. In less than 1 hour, the game will have kicked off, and we will be 3 minutes into the game already. 1-0 up. Yeah. That'll be the way we'll be within 1 hour from now. That'll be awesome. What a way to start the game.
100%. You know what? We're waiting for Jay Daly. I think he's stuck in the stretching room. You know, he was supposed to come out and warm up and join the starting 11. He hasn't showed up on the pitch yet. But let's do this, Phil. Let's kick this off, right? What do you reckon? Yeah. Are we ready to rumble?
Absolutely. Cannot wait for this game. I mean, obviously, United are on such a good run of form at the moment. You would say that they could beat absolutely anybody. And on the day, they can. There's been some injury risks and, some concerns, but it looks like they've all come through. I mean, also don't want to give the team news away just yet. I'm sure some people will have seen it live. We'll discuss that soon.
We will discuss it soon.
My biggest concern is that Liverpool haven't lost at home since the 29th of October against Leeds.
Right.
So that is the only thing that's going against us. But the thing that's going for us is it's been since the 18th of January where United have not scored 2 or more goals in a game.
Yeah.
So we're up for a big one. I don't think this is going to be a little sit back 0-0, 1-0, little rape it at the end.
Standish, keep your powder dry. Keep your powder dry. Let's wait for Jay Daly. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get into the game. Ole, ole. It's Super Sunday. And no Jay Daly. Where are you, Jay? Did you pull a hamstring? We are waiting for you. But gents, again, it is Super Sunday. And it's been a while, David Lavelle, since we saw your face. Hope you've been well. Hope you had a fantastic transfer window. But we are not here to talk about the transfer window. We are talking about the bragging rights. Of course, we're talking about the Battle of Anfield. How confident are you as a Liverpool supporter as we speak today?
If I'm honest, okay, we got a 2-0 win the other day against Wolves. We played all right. I think we showed our weakness against Real Madrid the other day. 5-2. We come out of the blocks firing. Brilliant start. But once again, we're lacking in midfield. Defense has been shocking. Like Van Dijk against Real Madrid, I didn't think was nowhere near his A game. If United turn it on like they have recently, with the win over West Ham and just your game against Barcelona, he's coming on leaps and bounds. So I'm confident as a Liverpool fan. I'm not really. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
You're hopeful.
I think if we come out and we can play like we did in the first 20 minutes against Real Madrid, so for the whole game, yes, I think.
No, just 20 minutes. That's all you get.
David,
we're taking
David,
the other 70.
Can you? I've been getting a lot of questions from our community. Can you read that question below? What's the crack with Liverpool this season? And then this is what a lot of people are wondering. Like, barring for you were in form, almost winning a quadruple last season to being like where you are now. Like, what's going on? Where's obviously they went in and bought Gakpo. They went in Darwin Núñez. But obviously the midfield is
the midfield has been shocking this season. It's a we knew we were vulnerable in midfield. I did think that we would have strengthened in January, but I suppose really it's maybe not a bad thing that we didn't, because going forward in the summer window they can get the players they want, not the players that they think might do. So was it a decision to sort of ride this season off? Maybe finish in the top 6. I think it was, and it was a direct decision. I think it was also. There's no point spending money for the sake of spending money. Let's regroup in the summer and see what's available or what targets we've picked out, and let's go for them.
Yeah.
But I mean, even defensively, we haven't been strong. Van Dijk hasn't been on his A game this season whatsoever. He's
Trent
been
also.
What's it? Sorry.
Trent Alexander-Arnold as well.
Yeah, that's another one.
Henderson.
Well, I mean, Henderson's at that age. It's hard to get 90 minutes out of Henderson at the moment. He's coming to the end of his career. Let's be honest about it. Great leader. He's done so much for Liverpool. But once again, we need to strengthen in the midfield. We've got likes of Firmino, who's on today. Firmino is great, but listen, we need fresh blood in the centre of the park.
Can I just ask real quickly? Do you think Klopp will get time to rebuild that midfield?
Yeah, of course he will. I think. Listen, Klopp came in when we were down on our knees. Okay, I mean he's done so much for the club. We've come on so far. I don't think it's down to the manager. I think it's genuinely do think it's down to the lack of spending in midfield. Now, I'm not saying that we haven't spent. We've brought in the likes of Núñez and Diaz. We have spent money, but you can't spend it all in the one position. We need to start spreading it out a bit more, and that's where the issue is here. Defense. I think we need to spend money in defense and midfield.
Okay. Right. Let's talk about the game, Eddy. You as a first-time debutant in the starting 11. What's your expectations? Are you scared? Are you fearful,
no.
or do you trust in Erik ten Hag and the players that we have? We're going to look at the starting 11 soon, but talk to us.
Yeah, man. I mean, scared is not in my vocabulary. It's not in my vocabulary right now, because you've seen us go to the likes of the new camp, and that's a massive venue, just like Anfield, and we weren't intimidated. We played with the likes of Weghorst in midfield. Like we got a manager that is repurposing players. I mean, I'm sure we have Shaw at centre back as well with Varane in that game. I think we did, didn't we? It's like even though we have certain injuries, the Ten Hag's able to move players around and get results. And going for this game, it's like obviously there's a little worry of burnout. We're playing one game every 3 days. That's a big challenge. But we've seen that we can still get results in terms of rotating 6 players into the team. The likes of Maguire, Lindelof has come in and they've done the job. And we've had to play without possession a lot of the time. We're sure an average of 30% possession in the last few games, and we still have the same amount of chances as the other team. So I'm confident going into this game. I think Ten Hag knows how to work a plan to suit the opposition.
Look who is in. Have you warmed up yet? Have you stretched your quads? Daly, talk to us. Maybe your tap a little bit of your sound systems, like your chords is always off, right?
Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. So
you good?
how are you guys? Are we confident? Yeah.
Lovely.
Are we confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Jay? You good?
I'm good. So, guys, who's confident to win?
Yeah,
Winner,
I think every one of us. Well, David just been saying that he hopes for a win, but he doesn't feel as confident. Whereas us four on the other side of the screen, I think we're all thinking, let's just get out there and do it. You know, we owe them from last year. We know about the 9-0 on aggregate over the 2 games. We've got the first one in the bag this season, and to do the double over Liverpool would be fantastic. It would just continue the season the way it's been going. It would give us the impetus that we need to just carry on and keep fighting for the title, because it's not over yet. I mean, Arsenal yesterday, I can't believe, 3 goals in the last 15, 20 minutes, something like that. I know it was against Bournemouth, but still, they just seem to keep going this season. And Arsenal looking a bit of a different animal. But I mean, obviously, top 4 for us is essential. Top 2 will be even better. And obviously, if we can win, it keeps Liverpool further down the pecking order as well, with Spurs losing again. So it's a Newcastle as well. So it's we just need both teams today really need the points, but I think that United want them more. I think that's the difference at the moment.
100%. I heard in the press conference just earlier, Eric Ten Hag came out and say Jay Daly might be injured for the show today, but he made an appearance like Varane. Let's have a look at the lineup. It's the lineup reaction, Jay, and I want you to take it away. Give us your thoughts and opinions on this lineup that was just released just now. Can we see this, guys? Can we see everyone? Let's remove this banner, and let me know. Okay, so the confirmed lineup, Jay, is absolutely De Gea in goal. It was a little bit of a report that Shaw would not make it. They were having a fitness test, but now we have confirmation that Martinez, Varane, and Daly would play. I mean, I was thinking first of all when I did my match preview that we needed a Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but give us your thought of this lineup. Did he disappear? All right then. All right, he'll be back. Then of course we have Fred with Casemiro. On the top of that midfield we have Fernandes, Rashford, Anthony, and Weghorst. This is kind of the stand-up lineup what I was considering, but at the end of the day, I'm surprised that we are actually starting Daly. I'm adding back on Jay to the stream. I'm going to mute Phil Standish because you have a little bit of background noise. Daly, take it away. What's your initial thoughts and opinion? And we will also look at Liverpool's lineup in a second. Jay's frozen.
I think he's on mute.
Is he on mute? No, he's not. He's frozen.
I can see
Standish.
Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Standish, take it away.
Yeah. So basically, I think with Dalot over Wan-Bissaka, I think that it's a difficult decision at the moment. It was a bit like when he was starting Sancho and Garnacho and swapping between the two, just seeing who gives the best outcome. I mean, obviously looking at a little bit of height in the middle as well with the threat from corners as well. I think without the threat coming from the left too much, I don't feel that much comes down the left. I think a lot of it goes down the right with Salah and into Gakpo and Nunes. But I think down the left they've not got it too much at the moment. So I think I think with Dalot being there, he's in there for the headed clearances as well and the height on it as well. But he is getting forward a bit more as well, and we have obviously got that opportunity. And Anthony comes back and tracks back quite well, so we've got that bit of an overlap that we can we might see from that situation developing. Wan-Bissaka, we've not seen him getting. Still, his defensive game is improved so much this season, and I just think that we're starting to see the best of him again. And for the first time, I think finally Ten Hag is getting a bit of a settled starting 11, because it used to be like a lottery of who was going to start. You wouldn't have a clue what was going on, but it now looks as though he is happy with his starting 11. He knows a good idea of what he wants to do with the team. He knows what his best 11 is with the availability he's got as well, and that's getting a little bit more predictable, but in a good way, because we're learning to play together. And Casemiro and Fred is something that we're getting used to now as well. So
100%. Jay, are you back? Are you unmuted?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you, Jay, take it away? What is your realistic uppercuts on this lineup? How confident are you, sir?
Okay, well, Phil makes a great
he's
point.
Frozen again.
Finally,
the internet gods don't like him.
Phil makes a great point there. That
maybe Eddy can take it away then.
Mick, Jay's speaking. Can I hear him?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear him. Keep going, Jay.
Okay, so I touched on Phil's points there. For the first time in years, we can see a set lineup, and it's barring the Armand Bissaka v Dalot. It's a lineup that I think most of us would have chosen. And I think he's picked Dalot. The very fact he's picked Dalot shows that he is going 3 points today. He does want that solidity on the right hand side, bombing the line, and linking up with Anthony. So that's why he's picked Dalot today. And the second thing that I would say is, Phil summed it up there regarding the height in midfield versus what Liverpool have. Liverpool obviously much taller players in midfield, but I think we have that cohesion of Fred and Casemiro, and I think it's one of the first times in history that I'm actually championing Fred starting a game. So very happy with that lineup. Just to finish up with, it's the first time in years where I'm actually going into a game against Liverpool minus any trepidation, minus fear, and very confident of a win today.
Graham Souness did say the same thing, though, Jay. he was confident of a Liverpool win today, so we shall see. Somebody's going to be wrong, and hopefully it'll be Graham Souness, because I'm sure there's 1,000 people waiting to tweet back to him on those comments.
Well, unlike Graham Souness, Phil, neither of us have played a game professionally, but we don't come out with silly points such as Martinez is not
He's too small for the Premier League,
and that Casemiro is nothing more than a steady Eddy. So anything that Souness says, Phil, for me, I take a pinch of salt.
That's why it gives me confidence.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
Souness said he's feeling confident. That makes me go, all right, I should be all right then.
All right, let's move on. I want Eddy's opinion as well. I mean, Eddy. First and foremost, I'm looking forward for your post-match reaction with your satirical comments afterwards as well. I love your content. Anyone that hasn't seen Eddy's football waffles, please check out his channel. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, Eddy, take it away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cheers for the shout out already. But looking at these teams, I'm really confident with Man United's team because we've got obviously Casemiro and Fred. I mean, the amount of energy that Fred's shown in recent games, and he's actually been composed in terms of, defending. We've seen him pocket the likes of De Jong. We've seen him get goals as well, adding goals to his game. So he's got he's adding all facets of attack, defense, midfield. So we look at Liverpool's midfield in there. We know Fabinho and Henderson. Their legs has not really been there, and their composure has not been as good. Elliott as well. I don't think he's going to fare well against the boss, which is Casemiro. I think we can actually get more possession with our midfield for once. I don't think we should respect this midfield today. Obviously, it's a great boost having Varane back in there. It was a little bit of an injury scare, but he's in there with Martinez. I think we've got pretty much the best defense in the Prem. Obviously, the stats should reflect that. In terms of Diogo Dalot, I was surprised that he started because Wan-Bissaka was rested for that last game, wasn't he? So
he was.
Yeah, hopefully Diogo will still be fresh for this game. With Nunez can cause some damage on the left. Even though he misses chances, he does create chances, and he's quite fast. So I can see Wan-Bissaka coming on if need be to contain Nunez, because I heard he's been good recently.
I tell you what, that goal from Nunez, where his back heel flick was beautiful, absolutely stunning goal. It shows what he has got, and we know that he's still learning to adapt to the Premier League. I mean, David, what do you think of Nunez's performance this season, and how do you think he'll perform today?
I think he's been a slow starter. There's a big difference between coming into the Premiership from Portugal. Listen, we've seen what he can do when he gets the opportunity. I think this season is a learning curve for him, but next season I think he'll kick on. But listen, you just don't know, as you touched on there, the back heel the other week was top class, world class. And he has been slowly coming back in and showing what he can do. I think he could torture United today if he gets a good run at them,
Unless he finds the ball at Tesco's car park. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm coming back to Eddie, what Eddie said before, because I had the other way around. Because Erik ten Hag always talk about his weapons, right? So I initially had Aaron Wan-Bissaka as right back, and if needed in the second half, to like put in a more offensive attacking line in terms of throwing in Daly. But you know what? So many times me and Phil have been sitting here when we never get the lineup correct. But this is, if we look at the Liverpool's side at the moment, I mean, in terms of the lineup. David, talk to us. Like, of course, we have Allison is a top goalkeeper. You have in the back line, you have Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I fear for Trent Alexander-Arnold that he's going to get, ripped to pieces by Rashford on the left-hand side there.
Do you think so? Listen,
Yeah.
Once again, when he's on top form, he is world class. He's been this season. I think he's been blowing hot and cold. Robertson once again world class, fantastic. They bring a player in, what they paid for him and how he's performed over the last couple of seasons, fantastic. Konate and Van Dijk. Okay, the last couple of games they've been a bit ropey. Henderson now, I am surprised that Henderson coming in. There was talk of maybe him sitting this one out. But then again, the experience there, will he stay on the full 90 minutes? I would doubt it. You've got Elliott there, Fabinho, Gapco, and Salah. Salah once again has not been firing all cylinders. We can see what he can do a couple of seasons ago. It just has not been Liverpool's season. You know, the midfield looks a bit tired. As I say, the two defenders, centre defenders, have not been on top form. So I think we're going to get a bit of hassle today. But then again, we're at Anfield, and the results at Anfield recently haven't been too bad. So
okay,
I've got my fingers crossed. But you know, I didn't think Gapco was going to start today. I thought Jota was going to start. So will we maybe see a switch there at some stage? I think so. Elliott, a great player, but once again, he can turn it on. I just not 100% sure if he's a Liverpool player, if he's got that quality that Liverpool need in the centre of the park. Please, I'm not taking anything away from the player. He's fantastic, but you know we're Champions League winners. Is he there yet? No, maybe in the start of a game like this here, it shows Klopp has confidence in him. They start him against Man United, you know.
Yeah, but what do you have to choose? A navigator. He hasn't really lit the world on fire. You also had the other youngster. What's his name? Matiach, something like that.
Yes, he's on the bench. He's on the bench. But he's been very, very good. But once again, he's a young player. And you know, as we go back to what we were talking about at the start, this is where we're lacking in personnel in the centre of the park. We've got a couple of injuries as well, which, listen, it is what it is. That's the nature of the beast. But at the same time, you know, Liverpool from winning the league, to win the Champions League, we should be strengthening that squad throughout. You know, so we've got a vast pool of players we can pull and draw from, but that's not the case at the moment. You know, we've got aging players there, like James Milner, brilliant player. He's been great for the club throughout the years. He's good to come on for the last half an hour thereabouts. You know, but and I mean this respectfully, should we be looking to you know, I know his contract's up at the end of the season, but I genuinely mean it respectfully. He's been a great ambassador for the club over the years, but you can't keep somebody there because he's been good in the past. We need people there who can play 90 minutes every single game, and Henderson is the same. Club captain, been fantastic throughout the years, but once again, he's getting that age where, you know, we need to look and bring in younger players, stronger players for the Premiership, Champions League, etc., etc.
100%. I mean, actually, this is as I open up the show. This is This is the biggest game of the season. This is the Battle of the Anfield as we speak. You know, for me, it's just more than a derby. Like, this is the bragging rights. This is a battle. You know, but having to look at your midfield, we always say games are won and lost in the midfield. You know, in terms of the score prediction, what are we? I mean, I will start with you, David. What do you think the score will be? I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
No pressure. I always get it wrong. So I would say probably 3-1 United.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Yeah, I
3-1.
do. I do. I think if United turn it on and our defense goes like it has been recently.
Have you been tuning into my mind? Have you been telepathic in my mind? Because that's my score prediction. All right. So you as a Liverpool supporter think it's going to be 3-1 United.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
This is
mean, yes, we have not been playing well. We're leaking defense, and United are on fire. Let's be honest about it. Compared to us,
wow.
you are on fire at the moment. So I'm not confident. So I would go. Rashford's on fire. Yeah, 3-1. Has to be 3-1.
That's what we call realist TV, being realist and being realistic. Thank you, David.
David, sorry, just add to that. Liverpool haven't lost at home since the 29th of October, and you stand by that. Do you think that they're just going to kind of have a bit more of a fortress, like?
I know what you're saying, Phil, but listen, you've seen us against Real Madrid. You've seen us. I just don't. Even though it's an Anfield and we haven't lost, I think United are just a wee cut above us at the moment. So it'll be an interesting one, but I'm not feeling confident in this. I'm quite honest as a Liverpool fan.
I just wanted to keep hearing him say it. That was all. No, it was a genuine question. It was a genuine question.
Okay, I got to go to the.
Sorry, I was just going to say.
I got to go to the next guest here, which is you, Eddie. So go ahead.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I hope the Liverpool players are as just downtrodden as some of the fans, because I was doing a preview on my channel as well before yesterday, and Liverpool fan was saying maybe it'd be 2-1 to United. Another one said 1-1. So it's like I hope the Liverpool players have been watching social media, watching these channels, man. So Man United can come and get that win. But
I think it's being realistic.
Yeah, it's realistic. But the thing is, like you guys are saying, you're still unbeaten at Anfield for quite a long time. I mean, if you look on the side of that, you could also say you're due a loss when you've been unbeaten for that long. So I mean, it's still a fortress to come to. This is the thing. I mean, I'm confident that we'll get a result, but I'm just thinking. I'm going to be realistic as well. I've said a 2-2. I think that's still a positive result because, Mickey, just wait a second. I'm just going to try and define why I say 2-2. We've got to remember we are in a rehabilitation of a season. Yeah. We're winning all of these games, one game every 3 days. Okay, there's going to be times where we're not got as much energy. We saw in the Newcastle game in the final. I think there was a lack of energy there, to be honest. And Newcastle just took the possession. I mean, Newcastle are not really a possession team, and we had like 38% possession. So all I'm saying, we've got to be realistic. We've got to see that these players are still getting used to being, a dominant team, used to being guys that win. Obviously, I hope that the likes of the Carabao Cup helps these guys to keep feeling that, there should be a team that can go to Anfield and win. But yeah, I just think, I don't know, Liverpool might turn up. They might turn up. So, yeah, I'm going 2-2.
There we go, 2-2 for brother Eddy, Football's Waffle. And I saved the best for last. You say the best, and I say nothing at all. Jay, hit us with your best shot. Come on.
I don't know about best, but I like David. He's so pragmatic in his analysis there. I do believe Robertson's playing today because Klopp wants to sit for that for early doors.
You tap your headphones. I think.
So Klopp today, he can't afford to see an early goal. He's obviously going to be very fair to Rashford. So I think playing Robertson early doors is very important actually today for Klopp. So David alluded to it. He's very pragmatic in what he said. I have comments today the fact that Casemiro has played in multiple Clásicos. We've got a World Cup winner, 2 World Cup winners at the back. So it goes back to what Mickey and I said on a previous show, the Manchester Triangle. I think Darwin Nunez today and Gapco, if Nunez plays, Gapco starting, and Salah, they'll go and get snuffed up today in that Bermuda Triangle. United will win by the odd goal, but it's going to be a dogfight.
I agree.
Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath. That's what I believe too. I mean, I kind of I done my preview and I reserved 2 scores, but you cannot have 2 scores, right? So, oh yeah,
That's what I wanted to have as well, because I was saying win or draw, but you can only have one prediction, isn't it? So
yeah. I mean, I'm a realist, and everyone knows it, but sometimes I can be a very positive realist. I did a preview show earlier when I actually said 2-1 United, but then I kind of seconds later I kind of changed my mind. So I'm going with David Lavelle, because he was kind of tuning into my head earlier. I think he sort of dragged that out, and for me, knowing that the midfield, what we discussed earlier, like in terms of Henderson, we have young, what's his name, the young Harvey Elliott, and aging Fabinho against Casemiro, 2 Brazilians going toe to toe to each other. I think, as I said, the game will be won and lost in the midfield, and I think, watch this space, 3-1 Manchester United. I'm sorry. That's a positive,
I
really.
apologize for your confidence there, man. I'm actually tempted to change my prediction because at midfield, I can see Harvey Elliott getting bullied by Casemiro and Fred. And Fabinho, as people have said, he may have lied on his passport because he looks a lot older than what his age reflects. So we're going to have the legs in there. And like you said, the game is won in the midfield. So I'm heading towards a 2-1 United. Can I change my prediction?
Yeah, we see. But guys, before we continue, all right, there's a lot of buttons down there below. I know I'm very bad at it when I'm watching other streams, but please take a breath, take a moment, hit that bell button, hit the like button, as many as you can. Hit them now. Hit the like button, because it surely helps the algorithm. And if you want, please subscribe to Mufc Realist TV. We are a channel by a fan for the fans, and we don't believe in elitism. We believe that everyone can be a fan, football fan, no matter where you are in the world, big or small. We are Patriot Reds. That's what we are. So please support this channel. Hit the like button about it, and also subscribe while you're at it. Guys, we are coming to 30 minutes of kickoff time. Am I getting nervous? Is anyone getting nervous, or are you just getting excited?
I think I'm trying to add to what Eddy was saying. Eddy was saying about 2-2. I know your original prediction, and I know you kind of changed it since then. But I think the reason I'm more confident is I think we've got the goal scorers at the moment, but also I think we've got such a strong defence. We're not seeing many goals leaked, and I just can't see us leaking 2 goals. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I'm still confident with a 3-1 win. I've said that all week, and I agree with what David said, and Ayush as well. He's stuck with a 3-1. I just think that we can do it. I think we're on the right place at the moment. Like, my only concern is there's that much in the media, apart from Graham Souness, there's that much in the media saying that United is going to do this. It can get inside your mind. So I know that Ten Hag will not be allowing that to happen, but at the same time, you just can't miss what's going on around you. It's obvious we know how good we are, and an early goal from Liverpool would knock us and knock us back a little bit. So I don't think it'll be a chess game. I think from the off it'll be for the first 10 minutes toe to toe, and if nobody breaks the score, then in the first 10 minutes it'll settle down a bit, become a little bit chess. See where someone can get a counter in, or over the back or something like that, back of the defence. But I think the first 10 minutes will be fantastic, like the start of a Grand Prix. Pedal to the metal, green light, bang, off you go. Who's first into that corner?
Gegenpress. I mean, David, in terms of what I always think about Liverpool playing style in the past couple of seasons, is that anyone that faces Liverpool at Anfield just has to weather the storm for the first 20 minutes, because they're going to come at us hard, right? Yeah. But whoever weathers whoever blinks first. Obviously you play a very high line, right? And that's why I'm saying, Rashford, with the pace of Rashford, is going to have, Trent Alexander-Arnold for toast. It's going to be scintillating. It's going to be pace. I know. I'm excited. So
I think it is going to be a very, very pacey game. And I think you alluded to there, the first 20 minutes with Liverpool. We've seen them coming out, and they haven't come out of the traps all guns blazing. But if they do come out on all guns blazing, we're in for a cracking game. We know that United, Rashford's on fire as well. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for today. I hope I'm wrong with my prediction, by the way, because but I genuinely don't think I am. I think we'll have to wait and see. If, as I say, if we come out like we did against first 20 minutes against Real Madrid, we're in for a cracker. We're in for a cracking game. But if we don't have that quick start, especially with the home advantage, I think we're going to get not destroyed, but we're going to get taken apart.
Listen, we are doing a post-match with Jay here after the game. I think it's going to go about 6:30. I think it's going to be, but we will see then. We will see the true result, and if you're willing to come on, you're welcome. I will share the link as well if you're not busy.
I am at 6:30. I will be in the pub.
Yeah. Slunge bar.
Drowning your sorrows or cheering.
Slunge. Well done. So me and Jay, we see each other after the game, 6:30. We're looking forward for your analogies. Will the Bermuda Triangle or Manchester dominate? The word will be yours, my friend. So. Yeah, no, we can't hear you. I can't hear you.
You got me now?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Okay, I've got a 9-year-old sitting beside me that's just come from watching Creed 3, so he's jacked up and so ready for his watch this match. And Eddy, I see Eddy behind him has a print of Rocky Balboa. So Eddy, big respect.
Yeah.
Big respect, Eddy. Another Rocky fan.
I hope the lads are in fighting spirit as well, man. Hope we get a good game, man. I mean,
look,
Muhammad Ali.
It's going to be a stark contrast to last year where we went there and we just capitulated. Those players last season, we said it in the fan base, literally didn't deserve to wear the jersey, and we were on a downward slide that I didn't think we could get out of. And what difference a year makes. And I think today is going to be another tipping point to win today.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a revenge. I mean. I'm sort of kind of blocked it out, but they did a mercy on us with 4-0 down. They took the foot off the gas pedal, and hopefully, my heart says 4-0 back at you. But
Mick, I would love that, but we've got to look at the fact that we've got Weghorst up there, and he's looked a bit good in the last game, but there's a lot of times where we've had to fix the formation or put Garnacho on the left, get Rashford up front. So we're going to be in a position to batter these boys, man. But hopefully, he still gets.
Veggie Horse has actually been good for the system. Like he hasn't scored many. Sorry for calling him Veggie Horse. I thought it was funny, but Weghorst. It's a cheap loanee signing. I mean, he's doing his job. He's doing. I'm surprised he's not been playing on top. He's playing more as a number 10. His link up is good. I don't know. I'm just surprised. He's clearly playing for the badge. We see that. Even Sabitzer, and I was actually surprised that Sabitzer is not starting either this game. But yet again, there's weapons that Erik ten Hag can use in the second half if needed, right? So I'm confident. I'm just gassed. It's time to say goodbye, people. I think we've done 40 minutes. I think everyone wants to go back. Have a cup of tea or whatever you want to do and just bring on the TV, whatever you're watching from. Guys, listen, again, thank you so much, honorable guests and people, for coming on show. Eddy, thank you for the first time. I'm looking forward to have you more on the show as well.
Cheers,
David, looking forward for more Manchester United related transfer updates closer to the summer once we get new owners.
Yeah, I'll keep
Do you think Frankie de Jong will come?
I'll tell you Wednesday.
All right then. Speak to you on Wednesday then. Guys, listen, tune in after the game, 6:30, Jay Daly, me, and there'll be Kalula as well. This will be some cracking panel coming on. I think Phil, you cannot make it. I think Phil's going to the church with his family. Either will be prayers of a win or prayers for the loss. Right, guys, thank you so much. Please, again, thank you for joining the show. Like and subscribe to this video. Hit that like button right now, and we should see you straight after game. Right, fellas, enjoy the game. Have a great experience.
Thanks, guys.
And I talk to you later.
Right,
talk to you later.
Thank you. See you later. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.